welcome to my kitchen. It is the main work in progress in the house at the minute. It's been a work in progress for the past couple of months. I'm gonna try to find footage of the before, just to show you the progression. We are still far from having it done because this is the heart of the house, the home. This is where most of our time is spent, especially in the summer when the food is being transformed. So food is harvested from the kitchen garden, moved in here, and then slowly transformed. So it is very tricky to getting anything done in the summer in this area, and in the winter we need the kitchen to cook. With 2 young children, it's also very, very difficult, and we're kind of knackered at the end of the day. So finding the time to getting this project fully done is gonna take us a long time. I can quickly walk you through what we've done. Hopefully I have some pictures that Edgar took of the before to kind of show you the progression. But the main thing I would say that we did is that we took down the upper cabinets and we moved things around. So the fridge was originally here, and so we kind of like cut different pieces of furniture to make it, to bring more light in. And so yeah, removed all of the top cabinet. We also took down the splashboard that was like charcoal gray. And at this point the kitchen is kind of falling apart. I don't know, I'm probably gonna try to show you footage of the feet, but it is not in a good condition at all. So we are making do with what we have. I have recently painted the bottom cabinets in this beautiful kind of sagey green, which I absolutely love. Colors have always been difficult for me, so we kind of struggled with finding the right shade, and we are trying to figure out if we like it or not. At first I absolutely hated it, but it's kind of growing on me because for this kitchen I want it to be kind of fresh, very earthy, green, with plants around, and a lot of natural elements. So some wicker, some woven things, some wooden elements, and I feel that the green is kind of bringing everything together. So I'm gonna also try to show you a little drawing of the kind of the inspiration, or kind of how I envision the kitchen to be. So yeah, at the minute we're kind of stuck. We are in the process of plastering the wall, so then we can install the splashboard in the back. I have thrifted some oak shelves in my local kind of antique shop for maybe €2 a piece. So I sanded them, treated them, and when the splashboard is going to be installed, I'm going to be able to put these beautiful shelves on. And we're going to do some lime plastering on the upper part of the wall. We're also going to do some light, some natural plastering on the left and the right side of the kitchen. They are concrete blocks, and we obviously want to cover everything, but I don't want to bring like any unnatural materials, so we're going to do a mix of sand, and I think it's called lime, and maybe straw to make a thick insulating layer. And I think it's gonna work very well with the natural theme of the kitchen. So yeah, I'm not going to dwell on this for any longer because we have a big project for the kitchen coming, I think in 2 weeks, and this is not a job that can be done by us. So you're gonna be able to see the before and after, and pretty much everything that we wanted to do needs to be paused because that is the first step that needs to be done in order for us to continue. So I also wanted to share some food transformation with you today, because in one of my previous videos, that was probably the one before or the one 2 weeks ago, I don't remember, I have harvested quite a few things from the kitchen garden, including some beetroots You probably didn't see the cucumbers, but I harvested some cucumbers, and today I'm gonna make one dish that we absolutely love, that is very famous in the Baltics and I believe in the Slavic world. My husband is half Lithuanian, so it's a dish that he grew up eating in the summer, and I'm not going to attempt pronouncing it, so I'm gonna add the title here, and if I'm brave enough I might record a little voiceover with my very bad Lithuanian pronunciation. Šaltibarščiai.
Šaltibarščiai.
Yes?
No.
So for the recipe today I'm gonna use some cucumbers. These are homegrown cucumbers. I'm gonna use the beets that we harvested as well. I have cucumber that I bought from the local farmer. I thought that I was gonna use that, but I might use our own cucumber. We have some fresh onion that doesn't look very fresh anymore. We have some of our cucumbers that I have lacto-fermented, so we're gonna be using some of that as well. We have hummus that I made, so I'm gonna add that in as well. And normally that recipe calls for kefir, kefir milk, but we are not drinking cow's milk. We do eat cheese, but cow's milk is kind of hard, so we're gonna be using some soy yogurt instead. You can definitely use kefir milk is the traditional way of making it. And I'm not gonna share like kind of proportions or like specific measurements, because for things like this it's just a matter of chopping what we have and mixing everything together. So it's not gonna be like a specific recipe. I'm gonna link though a real recipe that you could use that is gonna hopefully be husband approved. And yeah, let me know if you like it, if you've heard of it, if you've ever made it, if you think that I'm making something completely disgusting out of soy milk. I don't know. The most important thing that I forgot to take though is dill. You cannot make this without dill, so we're gonna go ahead and pick some dill in the garden. I'm gonna be making the soup in this beautiful dish that I got a couple of weeks ago when I went to kind of little farm festival around, and this is handmade by one of our favorite potter. She forages her glazing in different areas of France, and then she makes these beautiful things. So one of my guilty pleasures is to collect handmade pottery, so we can use beautiful dishes like this in our everyday life. I forgot to say that in order to compensate for the lack of sourness that my dish is gonna have, because I'm not using kefir, I'm gonna be using some feta cheese as well, which is also going to mimic the eggs that you very often find, the hard-boiled eggs that you usually find in the recipe, but we are also not consuming very much of egg whites, and I don't like the flavor of it, so you can pretty much do it with this. So here I've shredded the beets as well as the fresh cucumbers and the onion, and now I'm gonna go ahead and add a few fermented cucumbers. That's the difference from fresh and fermented. Let's go ahead and chop the dill. I'm gonna add some hummus. If you don't have hummus, you can add some tahini. My yogurt. And last but not least, the cheese. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Bon appétit and see you next time.